Oh, we have a game.
Game on, you could say.
Yes. Right, so we're playing against 1310 Nurgles. Wish us luck.
Good luck.
220. Now this is more like it. 2 Pestigors. Oh, movement. Hang on, what? Sorry. 2 Nurgle Warriors. 4 Pestigors.
No, you're not having coffee. No. No. Worryingly, it's roast beef and tomatoes for tea.
Is it? I think I've got chicken in a beautiful white wine and tomato sauce. I think it's red wine, actually, not white wine. Red wine and tomato sauce with mashed potatoes.
You wouldn't have white wine and tomato sauce.
No, I think it's red wine. The missus made it. I didn't. I did lunch.
It's got mushrooms in it.
It has actually, and I'm going to spit them out.
Well, red wine and mushroom would be a chasseur, wouldn't it? As the
Doesn't sound very nice at all.
what? Chicken chasseur. It's a popular 60s and 70s dish.
Chicken chassis.
Chasseur.
Poof, Andy is a cat. No, I don't want to be a Poof Andy cat. Glowworm's got a hangover. Glowworm, why? Where did you go?
It normally follows drinking lots.
We've been looking for babysitting, by the way, Glowworm, if you're available.
So, what flavour Pop-Tart did Ava have for her lunch?
Oh, Lord Barak, this boy playing at my house then.
Stop it!
Plop,
That is one of your most annoying habits.
What's that?
When you're taking a drink of something and the cat decides that he really, really loves you,
Yeah.
just wants to do a head bump against the base of the container that you're drinking from. But, yeah, I shall demonstrate that basically this.
TwitchTV.AndyDavo is the chat. Right, let's do this.
Something better than some scabby baby. Quite right, my dog. Yes, quite.
What?
Yes, just throw up on things, does he? No, just.
God.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I've played this guy before?
How is Megatron, by the way? She alright?
She was alright earlier, yeah. I did a really good thing. I took her out for a walk, and she went to sleep, and she stayed asleep, and 3 hours later she woke up. And that was when Eva took over.
Well done.
Yeah, I thought that was quite good. Pop-Tarts are dangerous, aren't they? They actually banned Pop-Tarts in some parts of the UK.
Very high specific heat capacity. Ow. Oh yeah, you're getting a puppy.
No, we're not getting a puppy. Unless Puppy's in chat, I'm not getting one.
I can't remember if I've ever actually had a Pop-Tart.
Oh, the Derby tournament was yesterday. Bollocks, I knew there was something I was supposed to be doing.
What, you're supposed to attend?
Yeah, I was going to go to that.
Oops. Oh, we're streaming, weren't we?
Oh, yeah, we were.
Go over straw poll for the puppy's name. What about Bongo? That's a pretty good name for a puppy.
I think that's an awful name.
What, Bongo?
Yeah.
Herschel?
Herschel? What? Nah. Right, what was his inducements? It was a bribe and something, wasn't it? Yeah, it was, yeah. Right.
You can't call a puppy Zung. Ugh. Well, that wasn't very much fun. Stop it. Umbongo. They drink it in the Congo. You don't get that anymore, do you?
No, they banned it.
Why?
Don't know. Just made it up. I wish they did though.
Why? Well, you can't get it anymore, so whether it's banned or otherwise is kind of academic. Moot point.
Good point. Right. That's a really annoying setup.
Why?
Because,
You've got 2 warriors.
yeah, he has only got 2 warriors.
Unless he's gone for that, I definitely want a beast and I definitely want 3 rerolls. Can we establish if Umbongo is still available? Because I thought that was actually pretty good. And the other contemporary of Umbongo, of course, was Quattro. Which and Lilt was about the same time, but Lilt has endured, and Umbongo and Quattro fallen by the wayside. And to my taste, they were both rather more pleasant drinks than Lilt.
I liked Lilt. Lilt was nice.
It's a bit racist as well.
What?
Lilt's a bit racist. But, you know, they're a bit kind of pretending to be Jamaican when they clearly aren't.
Oh. Blow me.
No, Quattro, Ali.
Like the car.
Well, not. I don't know if it. No, I think it had 1 T in it rather than 2 T's. But where they were going with that is it had 4 different predominant fruit flavors in it. You know, sort of melon, grape, whatever, something like that. And it was in a white can, but with 4 coloured squares to represent each of the different fruity flavours. But it wasn't, or it didn't seem overly sugary, and it was quite fruity and refreshing. Fubar, are you actually Jamaican? That is awesome. I was listening to God, what do you call it? The song was called "Free Yourself." Was it the Untouchables on the way back home? Which is a bit of ska. And I was thinking about Jamaica and
You were?
the first. Well, ska music was originally from Jamaica, and then in the late 70s, you had the UK sort of picked up on Jamaican-inspired music, and the sort of two-tone and ska kind of had its second coming, and apparently there's been a third revival, which I wasn't really aware of. Ali says, can we all agree that Tizer was a bit shit? We can still get Tizer. It's kind of like very good, Dr. Nick, see what he did there.
What did he do?
Shush now, or I shall beat you. I think you're pretty special, don't you? Vager says, is there any reason why you've got grab on the Pom Blitzer?
Yes. Wanted it.
Does it bugger up Fend? Is that what you're thinking?
It does. As an added bonus.
Pendo, you're absolutely right. It did seem to be mostly American, and I do remember watching some YouTube videos when they were talking about some of those bands. I know who No Doubt are, obviously, but yeah, it was good ska, wasn't it? Quite like ska.
Mm-hmm.
You could call your new puppy Clunge, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Bob asks, have we seen the film Babylon? Is that the one with Vin Diesel in it? I could obviously look it up, but I've had enough of Staring at computers, typing furiously for a few minutes up into work. Irn-Bru's banned in America. Really? Is it?
It's not.
Why?
It does cancel Fend in as much as
You can.
you
destinate-
dickhead, you fucking
destinate them.
dick.
You can destinate them next to you, so the whole question of following up doesn't crop up. So it doesn't exactly cancel it; more kind of nullifies the advantage of no longer being adjacent. Apparently Nilscon says it's used as some sort of colouring agent.
You fucking knobhead.
It is banned. It's got banned out.
Fucking dick.
Rannoch suggests that because handguns are safer than a Scottish soft drink. I don't think that's true, though, Rannoch. Surely. Damn it, mate. So Tilton's timed out. Thanks for that. Well, I don't want to say that. I can't hear it, can I? What was the result of the last game? 2-1 defeat, Rex. Brave tried to hang on to a point, but no, 70s film about London sound systems and London sound systems. What hi-fi shops? I know. I'm aware that Irn-Bru's made from girders. Mark, obviously that was the adverts that we got when we were a kid. Yeah. I don't want to seem sacrilegious here, but I always felt that Tizer had a certain Irn-Bru-ness about it. You know, that a bit like Coke and Pepsi being ballpark, comparable. They're not the same. Oh, no, I'm not saying that. But there's a similarity. Diet Irn-Bru I quite like. We don't see that very much. Tizer was made by Buzz. I think you're right, Ali. No, I'm just saying the ballpark, Tizer's a bit more red, isn't it? Reddish. Irn-Bru Extra. That sounds pretty good. Quite thirsty now with all this talk of Irn-Bru. Got me. Oh yeah, that is true, Pendo. Tizer is red, isn't it? It tastes red. Oh, seriously. It's inconvenient. At least the bounce wasn't awful. If you had to drop it, dropping it there was one of the less bad places to drop it. Irn-Bru and Bailey's. Wow. I've barely seen him since you brought those to my attention, to be honest, Mark. Did you know, Andrew, that there was a lot of I think they were mostly Scotland only adverts for Irn-Bru that were pretty good. They're on YouTube.
No, I didn't.
Late night Irn-Bru. Well, if you ever manage to pop round, well, look at those. So, who have we lost? Alziruk or Alzir UK? Alter says, can we ask about Brexit for the Americans? So I need to explain it slow like. I don't know if the stock market's going to jump up on Monday or whether it's going to drop down, but I do believe that today, didn't the European chaps all meet and go, yeah, your plan's all right, Theresa?
Yes.
Didn't that happen? They were
Yes, I
talking
did.
about that on the radio on the way in. It sounded like it was going to happen. And I did think, gosh, that's all rather dedicated, them all doing it on a Sunday morning first thing. So I was on the way to work. Alter Ego, Brexit. Ooh, I don't know. Dare we? Should we? Dare we? Is Scurro here? I get awful trouble from Scurro unless I'm very precise in what I say. I mean, do you really want to talk about Brexit? I'll give it a go.
No.
Oh, fair enough. Andy doesn't want to talk about it. Sorry, mate. Nor does Killjoy or Linton. Yeah, the people have spoken, Alter Ego. So, it's... You may think that, El, I couldn't possibly comment. Who's Vanessa Rael?
Vanessa Rael?
No, who's Vanessa Ray? Comma, L, question mark.
You being serious?
That's what L said.
You know who she is?
Oh, that girl who nobody knows who she is, right. It's going to be... it's going to be Condis Fluid shortly when we get the rotation done. I do know who he meant. I was just playing up to imply that she was unknown. Really worked it. Oh, Arctic, hard lines, mate. Bobface says who? Well, yeah, that's the point, mate. She pops up and you go, who's that?
Dio, sorry, Garyon, yes, I do know. We've just played and lost. I was actually in qualification before last game. This game knocked us out of qualification. Sorry, the last game knocked us out. So, need to be careful.
Have you ever noticed how Lord Borat's helmet looks rather like a comforting fireplace?
He used to work for British Gas. Little known fact, actually.
I was thinking about should I try and get a fireplace in the new room, but it's because it's going to be quite small. I was thinking I might regret that, because then you think I might want to put something in front of that. I can't. It's the fireplace. It's probably not. Might just go with a stylish radiator. You know those radiators that are vertical? Our mum's got some of those when she had the house done up. It's quite good. Might go with that. Well, I definitely couldn't fit a stove in the new telly room, Baz. It's gonna be too compact. Look at the skills. Two feet by 1 foot. It's got depth to it though, Baz, and you need all like the flue built in and all that style of thing.
So you stood up. Oh, this isn't very nice at all.
Beast of Nurgles, they don't want that. If the Beast of Nurgle wasn't there, I think you'd be feeling quite chipper about this, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Where's Killer Lad? Oh, there he is. Thing is, you can't blitz with grab, can you? Grab's unavailable at a blitz, though it does. I suppose it does rule out sidestep. It just makes it, a regular blitz. But you can't grab and blitz, can you? All it does is just make victim unable to sidestep.
Correct.
I'll take particular interest because obviously.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Tedious. Why? Oh,
What is wrong with today?
At least he didn't kill himself. I'm a bit concerned Borat's going to hit the lad with the ball. In fact, I think that's definitely going to happen. He needs dodge, doesn't he, that catcher? Has he got dodge?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it comes with dodge, doesn't he? Well, he might be all right. He's only looking at 33% chance. He might be all right. Let's go with he'll be all right. Yeah, that cheers up, wouldn't it? See, bought a new ogre.
Yeah, we finally got one, which is nice.
Yay! Hi, Hanshi. Guten Abend, wie geht's?
La 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 la. It was fun for a while, but it's getting a bit samey. Baz, I'm trying. I don't think I'm playing very well. I would honestly describe my play as meh right now.
And you're a little bit unhappy, which makes it much harder work for me, by the way. So, come on, sure. I might have to get a special guest star in if this keeps up. I don't think I would have done that at that stage. I think I would have thrown me warrior blocks and the lads with blocks first. Or maybe he was banking on I might need a reroll. Because he didn't have, that goat didn't have block. So chances of it going wrong slightly increased. I think it might be alright here, to be honest. Even I can see a way out. What?
Yeah. No, you're right. That his move this turn wasn't great.
All right. Well, here's my cunning plan. That Triago with the wrestle surfs off zombie on the sideline.
Yeah.
Fine. Then BZL steps southeast, trots forward a smidge, and hands the ball to Joe, who, although has a movement bust, is still a guard mighty blow blitzer. And Joe has got then a free path to trot down the wing. All you need to do is blitz the block goat, mark at the zombie, and you're away. There you go. That's what I'd do.
Well, I'm going to do.
Oh, Metric, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the show.
I am going to do the first bit. The rest of it, I'm not. I'm going to do something completely different.
Well, fine. Last time I helped you out. Quite so, Baz. My plan is as cunning as a fox who's just got his PhD in cunning from Oxford University. It's that cunning.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Isn't it cold out today?
Yes.
Absolutely perishing.
Oh, for God's sake. This was a fucking brilliant plan. Brilliant plan. Have another go.
Not as good as mine.
Oh, for God's sake. Like,
So
this was a really clever plan.
Stuck with my plan. My plan.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You know to do my plan now because you've already spunk a reroll, and so the handoff suddenly becomes a bit too exciting to contemplate.
Yep.
How many points BZL on? Oh, well, actually, BZL is arguably the right elf. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's sort of the right elf.
Well, you could just build a bit of a screen and run BZL beyond it.
Yeah,
That'd work. The only thing you mustn't do is fail the 2+ dodge.
With dodge.
Yeah. So don't roll 1 in 36 and you're absolutely fine.
I'm going to leave him based.
It is 1 in 36, isn't it?
Yep. The game just thought you just feel a little bit more.
Immediately uses dodge just to hammer home the precarious nature of that move.
Did you order shit dice today?
That doesn't matter. Truly, you're okay there. I do think what will happen though is he'll probably blitz with the movement Pestigore just nearest the ball on Joe, and then try and just base the ball with a couple of people. That's what I think he'll do.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was going to do. He's just changed his mind. Oh, he's going to bring the warrior through.
Okay, 3, 4. We can't really reach.
No. Thank you very much.
Don't tell me you're not hungry because you need to eat this. Because you need to be healthy. Boy.
And he's in trouble. Though why you're in trouble is, I find, incredulous. So basically, Ava's telling you off, and he's took his headset off. Yeah. Really big bollocks when you're over there. Don't make me come over there. So basically, folks, Ava's giving Andy a hard time for not eating enough. Really? Does she watch this show at all? Does she not wonder where all the empty pops come from? The empty packets. Oh, that's actually quite interesting. You can still fairly easily get out of that. Right, my plan. Guard Lad goes north of the warrior, enabling it, as if by magic, enabling it to block with Killer Lad, and you can blitz your way out with BZL if you bring the spare bloke around the back for a second assist. and then you're good. That can't be right, can it? And you got quite right, Bob. You did get the cutlery slammed down. Are you in the doghouse at the minute at all then, or is she just being a bit feisty?
Feisty, I think.
All right. So how come you weren't hungry earlier? What had happened? Have you been ill? Hey, Ronnie, how's it going?
Don't know. Oh, good lad.
Spoiler alert. Go! Oh dear. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? Now, will he regen? I think he won't. No, he didn't. Oh dear.
He didn't. Now, guard goes there. Which means I can get the ogre back. To be fair, the ogre can go and mark Borat now.
The ogre, tedious.
Yes.
Ronnie's doing okay. It's third season of the UK bubble. Even win-loss ratio with his chorfs. Having trouble leveling them. Oh, well, yeah. Yes, that is tricky bit, isn't it? Hello, Yeti. Yeti's almost managed to draw, but in the event, no.
We just score here. Because maybe we just score.
I don't know how long it's going to take Tuco to clock what I've got, and then he rocks up.
So if I stand here,
Maybe it might take him a couple of minutes.
could stand there, couldn't I? I could stand there. No, I'm not going to score. I'm going to stand there.
Oh, that's special. That is very nice.
Why don't you sell merch Killjoy could do with a clean shirt? What?
Who was it was yesterday saying that the quality of food in the UK for just ordinary meals was terrible?
It was our co-caster.
I've got some top-sided beef here, which I'm dipping in a jar of
Dinner.
horseradish.
I've been brought dinner.
Really is absolutely delightful.
Right back.
I think you could have got the goal line there, Brian, because the normal reason is if you get blitz, you don't want the ball to fall out. But I don't think any of the Nurgles are close enough to blitzing. So I think he might have just gone with the muscle memory of you don't stand right hard up against the edge. And in fact, he could have. Uh-oh. It's quite hot, that horseradish. Do you enjoy horseradish, Andrew?
All the time.
What, horseradish?
Mhm.
Very good, isn't it?
It's different. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's a tasty alternative to mustard, but I also like mustard.
Yeah.
In
Good way of
fact,
describing it.
when you really, if you really live in the high life, you have roast beef with horseradish and mustard separately. It's like having roast potatoes and mashed potatoes.
Feels like you're showing off now. Do I score with a lineman? Do I score with a lineman, or do I score with BZL? I think I score with BZL here.
Well, wasabi and horseradish are extremely close. In fact, are they the same? Are they the same thing? Just, different national names for the same product. Do you get that? Ooh, kind of.
Helps.
Vieira points out quite right. Oh, hola, amigo, by the way. It's turn 8. You don't want to mess this up.
Well, yeah, I don't really want to mess this up. This is really bloody nice, by the way. Really, really nice.
What have you got? What have you got? What have you got? What have you got? Oh, he's following that feedback somebody made on a YouTube video about don't show us you getting your head in the trough. Oh, so wasabi is made with horseradish. Yeah, the thing is though, Rama said, I can rather like, for example, if you're on a dinner date, hopefully I managed to converse without covering the screen in food or sounding like some sort of industrial processing unit. Intersperse the chewing and speaking bit. So wasabi in restaurants is actually horseradish, but just called wasabi. What about the wasabi nuts? Again, horseradish, is it? Well, it's not. Is it too intrusive, Ramaset? Is it intrusive? I mean, stop eating topside of beef and horseradish if you like, but what are you talking about? But I'm not talking with my mouth full, though, am I? Are you being Skermezzo just because he's not here? You're covering for him. Being highly critical. What I'm doing is taking a small bite of beef, eating it, and then continuing to speak. Salt. Hi, geeks. How's it going?
Are you eating?
I'm eating horseradish, but hopefully not in an obstructive way. Ramaset's all riled up about it, though.
Oh dear.
That was a very good kick.
Ramaset, is that better?
What have we done?
Oh god, that was a good kick, wasn't it? I turned you off while you're eating.
Oh, cheers.
Only while you're eating. And hello, geeks. I regularly get turned off while I'm eating.
Well, am I making any sound, am I?
No, you're not, no. Somebody turn you back on again.
I didn't think I was.
I couldn't tell. It only makes you hungry. Gary, by the way, I just wanted to ask: are you French? Or Canadian? Canadian English. Ah, yes! I said it just before it came up. Watching people eat is best. Well, I do think... How many KOs? Ugh. I don't think I've had particularly good KO luck recently, have I?
It's roundabouts.
Right, let's do this. No, more whenever my KOs just haven't come back even with a babe, whereas their KOs generally have.
Or bribes. So, you know that scene in 9.5 Weeks where Kim Basinger and Mickey Rourke are in front of the fridge? What's the opinion on that one then?
I don't know.
Because that is basically them doing. I mean, we're broadcasting and eating. They're basically getting it on for sexy time and eating.
Really? Where do we get that from? I didn't think that was against Twitch's terms of service. Hello, Talon Bear. Did the undead score? Sadly, they did. Talon. Yeah. Who just came into the show? Oh, Rick. Rick Uto. Are you real? Say something. Talk to us, Rick. We had 4 real people came in and watched the show recently. So far today, by the way, Dave.
Huh?
The followers, when I was asking people, are you real? They've gone, yeah, I'm real.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so we've had real people.
That scene in 9.5 Weeks, by the way, which is quite iconic. I'm surprised more of you don't know it. I mean, Ramesset was probably in it. Was had the soundtrack.
Blitz!
The song playing over it was, of course, Devo. All blots.
Got an icon for that. Everyone want to spam their blots icon?
Can't have eaten beef.
Oh.
Quietly.
Literally nobody spammed the blots icon. Hey, there we go, Pendo. Thank you very much.
Raffle.
What? There we go. We give you an icon. Well, I say we give you an icon. We give you the tools to have an icon, and then no one uses them. Unbelievable, Jeff. Right, what shall we blots? I think we should blots that down. In fact, let's take that out. No, let's take that out. So, you go all the way over there, in case you drop it. You step forward.
You have called one of the Kemrys Ramesset, haven't you? As probably the most inherently Egyptian-sounding viewer name that we have. You have incorporated that into the Kemry team, right?
Oh, yeah.
You haven't, have you?
No. Didn't think about that. Although, saying that, Tirano doesn't want to be on the team. He specifically said he doesn't want to be on the team. So what we could do is we could substitute Tirano out and put Ramesset Tigors in.
Well, no, it wouldn't be Tigors because it's not a Chaos team, is it? It would be Ramesset. And then if he dies, it can be Ramesset II, etc.
Okay.
Yeah, the speedy bally icons. They don't really use those, do they? I mean, they don't really have a... We'll have a look. They don't have a lot of sort of obvious application, and plus, I don't seem to have access to any other than just the one that says yeah, which is a bit.
Talon Bear, you've got to subscribe. I'm afraid. Oh right, you. Ha. Eden, hello. I don't think Andy understood you, Zonk. Rama, what we'll do is we'll ask Toronto if he doesn't want to be in, and then we'll replace him. Andy's tilted because of Brexit. I do feel a little bit tilted, actually.
See, you can make little stories out of the icons, like giant cat attacks angry Bravery, and then there's much sadness.
I don't like that. That's a shit story.
First one I come up with. Hang on.
It's a horrible story. I no longer sub past T1 because of a lack of good emoticons. Uh-oh.
So your ex-girlfriend finally gets a cat, and there is much sadness.
Okay. Ramaset, what would you like? Because it. Oh, thank you very much. Not because we're going to go fishing.
Can't do anything about it, but just hypothetically, what would you like?
Well, no, it's because actually what he's done there is he's raised.
I recuse myself from potential blame here, because I have no power over it.
No. You actually raise a serious point, which is that most of your emoticons are useless if you're not in a Blood Bowl stream, especially your faces. Yeah.
I get quite a lot of use out of that.
Put blots back to tier 2. No, we've not really tidied up the icons for tier 2 and tier 3. We've never really nailed it. We had a stab at it a while ago, and while I like them, they're not actually. Oh, for God's sake! Oh.
Well, does that truly matter?
No, it's just missing next game.
Doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, okay, he drops from 2 to 1 agility, but it's not like TDS is going to be doing much agile-based activities anyway, is it?
Right, hang on a sec. The NACL rifle, you'd like that, right? Okay, we'll have that on there.
When we were first kicking that around, didn't we not make that an icon because it was quite difficult? Because you only really get that it's an NACL 47 if you can see it up close and big. That when you scale it down to the size of an icon, it could be anything. I don't know.
I don't know.
Would it work as little? Because I do think that the NACL 47 is one of the best icon type concepts that we thought of. We don't get a lot of mileage out of that, do we? It rarely gets referred to.
Why no Megatron icon? Yeah, we could do that. If someone could come up with a free ever icon, I could do that. Would you? You could just like hashtag free ever.
Well, did Megatron from Transformers have some sort of hat? So you basically get baby Megatron, or let's face it, it was a generic.
Give back the chicken emote. Okay.
With the hat on.
What else would you guys like to see? Can we have a chair icon? Yeah, we could do that.
The chair was pretty good, and it would be very easy to make a chair icon.
What would a tilted icon look like, Mordecai?
A seesaw with one fat lad on one side and a little bloke on the other, and that would be tilted.
You can do free ever like that one. Okay. Elle, can you link me that on Discord? Simple saying exclamation mark tilted. A dice icon. That's. I can't believe we haven't got a dice icon yet.
We
Hang on, we've got 2 red dice. What do you mean by a dice icon? By the way, I'm writing these down. By the way,
there's that one, but also the sub ranks are all the dice symbols, I guess.
yeah.
Well, Fluxstream, you say the plain mystery woman who works in Greg's, but as she'll soon just be a distant memory, folks who in years to come will go, "Who's that?" And no one will remember, so it'll be a bit. Meh. Again, though, I think tilted is more useful than diced. That diced has to be in a context where dice are around, whereas tilted applies to lots more different scenarios, doesn't it? I suppose.
Yeah, it does.
And whilst Megatron is a core piece of memery, it is mostly confined to this show. You know, you could be watching something else and throw in a picture of Megatron, could you?
Not easily, no.
Right, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the show. Oh dear. Foul appearance. Oh, that's the best rounds of blocks, but you've got pressure there. He's got to blitz the ball carrier. Sorry, the catcher there. He's got to hit BZL. That's got to be his. I mean, I suppose he could just block him down, but that would be very risky.
Yeah.
He's in real trouble here because wherever he puts the ball, I can't see anywhere that I think that he can make particularly safe.
No.
I think he'll be short of a cage corner or a screen side. Let's see what he does. And he didn't need to do that.
I think he's going to blitz through with the ball. We've got a pow.
Well, okay, that makes sense. He made that 3 dice. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
A potato icon? Oh, that's not a bad idea. Would you guys use that in a different stream? Sorry, Zonk. Would you guys use that in a different stream?
But isn't there already a potato? And is it quite Blood Bowl based? I think tilted and chair are both much more universally applicable, would be my guess. And plus, chair particularly is very easy to do. Ooh, Phil says something.
We are now at half a year now. Wow. Keep you the good work, Andy and Zunks.
Thank you very much, Phil. Phil, you are on next season's team, by the way. You do need to check that out.
Thanks, Phil.
Pickle is the best universal emote. What? As in, ooh, I've got myself into a right pickle here. Is the ogre out again? Yeah. Oh, Tyranno, you're back. Tyranno, there's been a question mark raised in the stream that would you like to not be on the Khemri team because we can sub you in if you don't want to be on the team.
You want out of Khemri, as it were.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. Well, he's done better than I expected with that situation. Though the beast being stupid is highly. In fact, the beast being stupid was fairly catastrophic, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes, Beast being stupid basically let me in there. Oh shit, there's a dodge! Well, no! What was I doing there? I'd so not finished my turn.
Phew.
Well,
Well, quite so, Philanek. Yes, I think we can all get behind that sentiment. Completely with you on that one. Ginny's ready, is she?
so I like this move, which is gone park a guard next to the ball.
Dodge though, isn't it?
No, not that one.
Oh.
I think I'm going to do this.
Sudo's arrived. Hello, Sudo. How you doing, man?
So I can do that. Into that. Yeah. And we'll leave Borat tied up.
That's fairly robust. I quite like that. He's in a lot of trouble now, I think. Right, how does one get out of this?
Triago.
Most rugged these days, Triago. Poor fella.
No.
Tirano particularly wants to be in the next vampire team.
Pseudo, welcome back.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Who is that woman?
What do you mean, who is that woman? She's beautiful.
Just makes me think if do I fancy a pasty? Perhaps a sausage roll. He didn't know. The last thing we want is to perpetuate it. We want to eradicate
Vanessa icon. Yes.
vanilla. Maybe a head on top of an ice cream cone. Oh dear.
Oh, this is going fucking badly, isn't it?
Oh, Mordecai. Of course not. Just leave that one hanging there, I think. Quite like tacos. Places I've never tried. How good, bad, or indifferent is Taco Bell, by the way? This is obviously for our transatlantic cousins. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh. There wasn't a lot else on, so it was worth a go, but it's a shame it worked.
Doesn't have a bribe.
Go to the Taco Bell in Nottingham. Yeah.
Doesn't have a bribe. Doesn't have a bribe.
Well done, Joe. Survived.
Doesn't have a bribe.
So Taco Bell is pretty good for the money. It's inexpensive. I'll tell you what did disappoint me when I was in Albuquerque is I went to Sonic and thought, oh yeah, hot dogs, America, yeah, all that. And it was terrible. It was just basically some chewy sausage. Rubbish. I didn't really like it at all. Taco Bell's not really Mexican food. Yeah, I can believe that. I'm very fond of Mexican food, though. I do think Mexican food's excellent.
What is wrong with these dice? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 1.
Zuri, that was pretty much what I figured too. Yeah. I can believe that. Just in case, Ramesset, just to let you know, I'm not actually eating. Oh, I did find a bit of beef stuck between two teeth. Excuse me, that doesn't might not count as eating, does it? Hang on, I'm gonna need a toothpick back in a jiff.
Oh. What is the recommended starting roster for Dark Elves? Thinking about playing them in an upstart league. Brian, serious question. How many games are you going to play with them? Sonic is garbage. And the reason I ask that is because if you're going to play only 10 games, let's say, ever, then you probably want to put the Witch Elf in at the start, and you probably then drop out the runner. If you're planning on playing 50 games, then you can take a long-term view on the team, and you can build them in a different way. And in that case, almost certainly... Oh, for God's sake!
It'll be fun. That off. Did go and get a toothpick, Ramus, so that's not terrible, is it? Did say excuse and I left to go and attend to it.
So you can take a long-term view, and the long-term view is generally...
It's eating beef, after all.
that you take 4 blitzers and a thrower, and a runner, sorry.
Ramusset's picking on me.
Oh dear.
We got the ball back. Hooray!
Yeah, but I've got no fucking players left.
That'll be fine. There you are. Now, is he going to re-roll it? He's thinking about it. Nah. Oh, he's stuck next to the beast. Dirty. How is it being a barbarian to say, excuse me a moment, just going to go and use a toothpick off camera? That'll be fair. Chubstep, good evening. Ever so slightly cold now.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Go have a look at my Reddit thing to see if that resolved itself. Difficult against me. Difficult. Oh, it's a new message.
Well, got out of that. This game has been excessively expensive. One does not simply fetch tea. Borrow. Oh. Excuse me. Rah. It's the Boromore. Oh, okay. Oh gosh, Andy's never seen Lord of the Rings. I have seen it once. This coffee's really bloody nice. Has anyone ever tried coffee at home and put caramel syrup in it?
Don't like syrup.
Do you know?
Chubstep, help me out. My opponent's pressuring me to play Blood Bowl before going to work. I don't want to get up a couple of hours early and then go to work. I don't want to.
Depends what time you have to get up.
Well, it's 10:45. Well, if we started playing like 8:15 a.m.
Ooh, that's early.
Well, it isn't in the scheme of things. Except I don't get in till 9:45 at the previous night, and won't get in till 9:45 that night. So it's
No. No. If you were getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning to then be playing Blood Bowl at silly late. No. I hear you.
It's end of year reviews season starting this week as well, which is a bit of extra. So you need to be completely on it. Not there going, I'm half asleep.
Yeah.
Big thing. No. Do. Well, I'd say him buggering off for Friday, Saturday, Sunday probably balances out that. I mean, I'm not pressing for a win here. I'm pressing for a look. Really, I don't think we've got mutually convenient time, and you know, horror of horrors. Blood Bowl is not my number one priority in life. I try not to miss games. I don't miss many, but no.
Oh, that stops him scoring next turn.
I know, Pseudo. I know it comes as a shock.
Well, I wasn't ready for it.
I don't like syrup in coffee.
Why not? I think it makes it sound. It's quite like, because coffee's quite bitter, isn't it? What it's done for me is it's taken away a bit of the bitterness.
Well, I find that I've been messing around with how fine you grind the coffee. The less you grind it, the less fine it is, the less bitterness you release into it.
Is that the case? Is that really true?
Yes.
So what happens if you don't grind it at all?
Well, you've just got beans then, haven't you? So it doesn't really work. You've got to grind it a bit.
Blackburn would like to point out that. Yes. Oh, we just saw this guy. He's from Denmark. Oh, Vin Diesel. Are you Danish? Denmarkish. Danish. We haven't been to Meadowhall for a good story for ages. And I do feel like it's well worth going to Meadowhall for a good story.
Rather go to Metro Centre. Anyway, Pendo raises the point. What's that rank chicory stuff you can buy in supermarkets for coffee?
I don't know.
Chicory in coffee was one of the things that Mellow Birds was full of. Do you remember we were talking about Mellow Birds, the absolutely terrible coffee?
It's not terrible.
Mellow Birds isn't terrible. Oh, God, seriously, Andy, it is.
Oh,
It is
come on.
It is the worst instant coffee ever. It is absolutely shocking. Filet, Nick. See you later. See you later.
Good luck, Philly.
It is. Mellow Bird's awful.
Nope.
What do you mean, no? It just is.
Nope.
What I thought chicory was used when we actually ran out of coffee beans. It was to sort of. It was like during wartime. You know, it was like sort of. We haven't actually got any coffee, so we'll just use mud instead.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't.
Yeah, Camp Coffee was Second World War. And that was only because we ran out of coffee, as it was imported, and there was all sorts of submarines and that sinking the boats with the coffee on and that, like, you know. Has anyone played Dreadball?
Oh God, where'd that come from? Who's thrown that into the mix?
Dreadball. Running Dragons asked, has anyone played Dreadball? I haven't played Dreadball. What's Dreadball?
For God's sake, these block dice. It's a board game. Bit like Blood Bowl.
Bird's Custard. Bird's Custard's all right, but I prefer, if you're going to have custard, I quite like the Ambrosia Devon custard you get in tins. That's quite good for convenient custard. If you're really showing off, what you should do is get
full of
some
sugar
milk and make it. Well, yeah, but then so's custard. Generally, full stop. That's a key ingredient in custard is sugar. You can't really get away from that. It's a bit like saying you don't like I don't know, eggs and flour in your cake. It's basically fundamental to cake having eggs and flour in it, isn't it?
Is it? And I'm not doing that is it noise again. Is it?
Is it?
But is it?
Aren't you?
Oh God!
You started it.
You're so tedious when you do that.
You started it. You did it.
Did I?
Tarquin likes soup, but not with water. What soup? You don't have to have water in soup.
Well, actually, it's a key ingredient of soup, isn't it?
Well, it isn't though.
Is it?
No.
No, but it actually is. Yes, I saw the last reroll. Yeah.
No, it really isn't.
But it actually is. Because how do you make the soup watery?
Well, you don't have to.
But you do.
No, you don't. You don't have to have water in soup.
You can't have soup without. It is fundamentally made of water.
Well, what about tomato soup? You can just make it out of tomatoes, can't you? Gazpacho, for example. Tomatoes, onion, garlic, chili, Bob's your uncle, gazpacho.
No, but
Yeah. Cream, for example. Doesn't have to have water. I mean, there are some soups in which you would add water. But you don't have to have, like water in soup. Do you know what I mean? Disco Dave, good evening and welcome to the show. We're debating meaninglessly is water an essential ingredient in the soup?
I don't even know why we're talking about it, to be honest.
What about cucumber soup? That doesn't have water in it.
Is it not?
No.
Should have.
You notice a theme here that what I'm doing is picking soups where the key ingredients itself is predominantly made of water, like tomatoes. Mostly water. Well, exactly my point, Kutulin. Exactly that. Yes, you're not adding water to it because tomatoes are mostly water in the first place. Now, what else? Cucumbers are just weaponized water. That's ice, Ali. Disco Dev says, Zunk, do you come from Hartlepool? Yes. Why do you ask, Dave? It's quite an obscure fact. Ramaset says I'm going to get banned for trolling. You're very feisty today. What's the matter? You're not normally any bother at all. What Ramaset, what is it? Come on, tell me. My old buddy, what's the matter? Dragon soup's made of dragons. I think it is.
I don't actually think dragon soup is made of dragons.
Yeah. Yes, I'm bothered. Cut to the quick.
Fuck him, he can just score.
It's just now I know what's going on. This is method acting, isn't it? And you're going in for a role as a hard-hitting senator in a kind of no-nonsense world.
No, he carries the nuclear football.
That's the president, Andy.
No, but he carries it and then gives it to the president to go boom.
Oh, that's a former role.
Mm-hmm. But he did it so well.
McNaughton say it ain't so.
Oh, for
McNaughton's
fuck's sake!
Oh, hang on. He'll walk that off, mate.
No, he
It'll
won't
be
walk that
fine.
off.
Well,
This has been really expensive. Really expensive, this game.
yeah, all right, he won't walk it off. Anyway, McNaughton's got to the bottom of this. Apparently, I find this hard to believe, but apparently, Ramaset got passed over for a role in favour of Shia LaBeouf. I mean, how the hell did that happen? I mean, you didn't want to be in Transformers, did you? I'm sure you said you'd got this script and it was junk. Linton says, does medicinal brandy work for coughs and colds? I think it takes your mind off it. I don't think it actually cures it. If I've got a cold, one of the things I quite enjoy is you take half a cup of milk and heat it up in the microwave until it's jolly hot, and then top it up with a spoon of honey and the rest just whiskey, which has zero medicinal benefit, but it's really comforting and takes your mind off the fact you've got a cold for a bit. Chubstep's just had sticky toppy pudding and custard.
No,
Now
Vinny
then,
wasn't.
what kind of custard though, Chubstep? Was it Bird's powdered custard, or was it the tinned Ambrosia Devon custard, or option 3, had some talented chap take egg, sugar and milk and flour or whatever custard's made of and make it from scratch? Where did you have it, Chubstep? Was it at home? And if so, could you ask whomever it was who did make it? Alter Ego says marijuana is now legal. No, it isn't. Pretty sure it's not. Finn Diesel suggests his 10 minutes nurse with Kelly Brook cure for a common cold. Sorry, I misread that. Just thinking it probably would be. Pseudo says when he gets a cold, he cures it by slathering his belly with raspberry jam and bashing his head with a watermelon. So far it hasn't worked, but he figures folk remedies have to get started somehow. That was one of those anecdotes that as reading it, because I didn't read it first and then go for it, I just jumped straight on in. Halfway through, the little voice in my back of my head was the warning lights were going off because this could end up really badly. Where's this leading? But in for a penny, in for a pound, I soldiered on. That was tremendous. Thank you, Suda. So, congratulations. I would say that qualifies for a Pyrrhic victory. What do you think?
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah.
Double one on the winnings as well.
Homemade custard, Chubstep. Well, that is exotic. Well done, mate. You put vanilla in custard as well, don't you? Not
You do.
your future girlfriend, but the actual, the flavouring from the pods. You put water in custard. Are you sure it's water and not milk? I'm not forcing this because, to be honest, I've never really thought, oh, I know, I'll make some custard and have a go. I like brandy sauce more than custard.
No.
Are you having Sunday dinner around yours, Chubstep? And is tea there?